What we provide is the ability for an agency to stick with their core competency, to stay in the creative realm. We've made a very flexible, very powerful content management system so that they can create those creative designs and lay them on top of our technology, and they don't have to hire programmers, manage programmers, and worry about supporting technology.
Bizzuka is the first product out there that really focuses on providing content management for a business user, for a small to medium business. So we've changed the model so that companies who can't afford to go buy the large content management systems and don't want to pay for a web developer, or can't afford or don't have a web developer to develop their websites for them, can still manage the content on their websites and control the marketing messages and the promotions and the content and everything that's driving their website.
Conceptually, Bizzuka came into play around 1999. We started a web development firm in '97, and in 1999 we came up with a concept for a content management system. It was all kind of born out of an inconvenience, if you will. When I was building websites for other companies, one of the things that frustrated me was the need to have to build everything over and over again. We decided to build our system in what we call modules or components. And then in 2001, we actually took that technology and moved it into a new corporation called Bizzuka. And at that point, we flipped all the tools that we built for ourselves on the back end, and we turned them over to the client side. So now the clients had the ability to launch these components on the fly. The concept was that they wouldn't have to call us every time their needs changed and they needed more technology. They would just simply go to the control panel. If, for instance, something came up and they said, wow, you know, we're running short of personnel, it's time that we start recruiting online. Well, they didn't have to call us and say, could you build a recruiting section for us? They could just go to the control panel, click a button, launch that entire application, no server-side scripting necessary, and they could literally drag and drop it wherever they wanted in the site. And so the entire application was running on the fly, on demand. We provide a very economical solution for our clients. We literally give Fortune 500 capabilities to clients that maybe do 100,000 to $1 million in sales or less.
The design can be as flexible and creative as the designer wants it to be. And I think that's important for a lot of marketing firms and creative agencies when they're trying to really promote a brand for their customers.
One of the other reasons the ad agencies like working with Bizzuka is because in their current world, they usually will outsource the programming component of a website if it's complex and requires an admin console of some sort. So they'll outsource that. Now the other thing that the agencies like is the fact that in their current world, they also, when they push this out to their outsourced programmer, it may take 30, 60, 90 days before they even get a working prototype back. With us, we're there 24 hours a day through our online support system, and we're there to answer their questions and step them through, and we're there to support their customers as well.
Art directors can turn over their files to Bizzuka and in a matter of hours or days get a completely operational website. The home page is completely built out and the interior pages are ready to go. They can add pages, move them around, change the navigation at any point in time in a functional working environment.
Well, that's the other benefit to our system. It actually works on a Mac. Most systems out there don't, and we're a Mac-friendly office. I mean, half of our customers use Macs somewhere in the enterprise, and the other half are all PCs. Here internally, we probably have, I don't know, a third of our employees working on Macs, so we're always testing it on a Mac.
One of the most important benefits that creative agencies, project managers, and account execs really focus on is the fact that they can turn over their website to the customers. They can really focus on the campaigns, the promotional areas, the important marketing messages of the website, but when it comes down to the details of the website, adding something on an events calendar, posting a press release to a website, they can turn over those day-to-day controls to the customer, have the marketing person update the website, have the HR manager post the new job opportunity on the website. So their customer can save money and the creative firms can focus on the campaigns that they were hired to run, as opposed to being just a taskmaster for the website.
Well, the whole point of our system is to make sure that our clients can grow in terms of technology without having to call another web developer. And by giving them on-demand access to over 100 web applications, we know that we're giving them the last website they'll ever need.